You were mid-flight, mid-conversation, mid-something impossible. 10 seconds ago, in your dream, you were somewhere with a plot, characters, stakes, a whole world your brain built from nothing. Now your alarm goes off, and by the time you reach over to turn it off, it's already gone. Not fading, gone. You know you were dreaming. You can feel the residue of it, like a word sitting on the tip of your tongue. But the content, the actual story, has vanished in the time it took you to move your arm 3 inches. This happens to every human being, every single night, and almost nobody asks why. We just accept it as one of those small daily mysteries, like why time moves faster as you age, or why you can't tickle yourself. But the forgetting of dreams is not random. It is not a glitch. Your brain is doing something on purpose, and once you understand what it is, you will never think about sleep the same way again.
Here's what makes this so strange. You do not forget your dreams the way you forget where you left your keys. Ordinary memories decay slowly over days or weeks. Dream memories collapse almost instantly. Some studies suggest within 90 seconds to 10 minutes of waking. And there is a specific biological reason your brain has for erasing them that fast. Let's start with what's actually happening while you dream. Most vivid dreaming occurs during REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, a stage where your brain is almost as electrically active as it is when you're awake. Your visual cortex is firing. Your emotional centers, especially the amygdala, are lit up, sometimes more active than during waking life. Your brain is generating an entire sensory experience, sight, sound, emotion, narrative, from scratch, using nothing but internally generated signals. So the question isn't why you forget dreams. The question is, how is your brain even capable of building something that vivid, and why does it refuse to keep a copy? The answer involves a chemical most people have never heard of, norepinephrine. Norepinephrine is one of the key chemicals your brain uses to tag an experience as important enough to store permanently. It's part of the system that converts a moment into a lasting memory. During waking hours, your brain is bathed in it, but during REM sleep, norepinephrine production drops to some of the lowest levels recorded in the sleep cycle, in some research, close to 0. Your brain is running a full narrative experience with almost none of the chemical needed to file it away. That's reason number 1 your dreams disappear. But here's the part that will genuinely change how you see this. It is not a design flaw. Researchers studying sleep architecture believe this near-total memory shutdown during REM might be doing something specific, protecting your waking memory system from being flooded with content that was never real. Think about what would happen if your brain treated dreams the same way it treats real events. You would wake up every morning with your memory banks full of conversations you never had, places you never went, people who did things they never actually did. Your sense of what is real and what isn't would start to blur night after night for your entire life. So the forgetting isn't the failure. The forgetting might be the safeguard. But there's a second mechanism, and this one is even stranger. It has to do with the exact moment you wake up. Sleep researchers have identified something called the wake transition window, the first few seconds after you regain consciousness. During this window, your brain switches chemical states rapidly, shifting production levels of acetylcholine and norepinephrine, almost like flipping a breaker panel. Whatever dream content hasn't been actively grabbed and re-encoded in that narrow window gets swept away in the chemical changeover. This is why the timing of waking matters so much. Research from sleep scientists, including work associated with Harvard Medical School's sleep division, has shown that people woken up directly out of REM sleep report vivid, detailed dreams almost every time. But people who wake up naturally, drifting up through lighter sleep stages first, usually remember nothing because their brain had extra time sitting in that wake transition window, quietly deleting the file before it ever reached storage. You are not bad at remembering your dreams. You are just usually waking up on the wrong side of a chemical door that closes fast. Here's what nobody tells you, though. Some people do remember their dreams, vividly, consistently, for years. And it's not because their brains work differently at night. It's because of something they do in the seconds after waking. People who keep dream journals, who lie still and mentally rehearse the dream before moving, are essentially forcing a manual re-encoding during that wake transition window, grabbing the file before the chemical shutdown finishes deleting it. Which means the dream isn't actually gone the instant you wake up. There's a small window where it's still retrievable, still sitting there, half erased but not fully. Most people just don't know the window exists, so they reach for their phone, or get up, or open their eyes and let the moment pass, and the file closes forever.
So what does this actually mean about you? It means every single night your brain builds something extraordinary, a fully rendered world with logic, emotion, and story, using only the raw material of your own mind, and then deliberately, chemically, refuses to let you keep it. Not because it's broken, because remembering everything you dream would make it harder to trust what's real. Your dreams are not disappearing because they don't matter. They're disappearing because your brain has decided, every single night without asking you, that some experiences are meant to be felt once and never again. You've had thousands of these, entire dream lives gone by the time you've had your coffee, worlds you built and then erased before you were even fully conscious enough to know you'd built them. The vault closes fast, but now you know it was ever open. If this made you think differently about what happens the second you wake up, subscribe to Channel Name. Every week we go deeper into the science of what makes you human. We'll see you in the next one.